Hello, everybody. Welcome once again. Another live installment of A Rebel Without Applause. Welcome to La La by Starlight. It's all going down here, and I'm kicking off things musically, jazz-wise, with, of course, Stella by Starlight. This is the eve of July 4th. The fireworks start crackling. Actually, if you live in East LA, they start about a month before July 4th and they continue through July 4th to about the middle of July when everything is blown up. Then the festivities draw to a close. Melody. Welcome, folks, to another installment of A Rebel Without Applause. Coming to you as I sometimes do. We're looking, well, the no longer totally COVID out of the land of law. The masks are off, at least outside. The frolic has begun. And here I am back on a little mountaintop overlooking downtown and to the east and Hollywood proper, and to the west out there is Century City as the sun dips finally below the horizon and the dark fingers of night begin to encircle us. All of which will be going down right here during this little presentation called La La by Starlight. And to kick it off, I played the inspiring tune called Stella by Starlight. Here's a little piece of trivia. This tune actually was one of the themes of an unlikely movie called The Nutty Professor. Jerry Lewis used it as a theme for his love interest, Stella. Anyway, we're going to keep it going. Speaking of love interest and heartbreak and saloon songs and loneliness, we're going to play maybe the greatest of all tunes that seem to embrace that. I heard it at the jam session the other night, and I go, gee whiz, I got to play it. I haven't played it in a long time. So let's make that happen. The tune is Angel Eyes. We'll just do it 2 times through. I hope you're digging it, Daddy-O, right here on my YouTube channel. There's so much going on. I just did a really cool podcast with Janie Forsyth McKinney, who, when she was just a 12-year-old Janie Forsyth, the Freedom Riders buses happened to pull in front of her family store and grocery store and home, and the buses were put on fire by these rabid Klansmen. They were the grandparents of the same people that stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Anyway, Janie witnessed this horror, and unlike anybody in her family or her community, which she defied, she offered aid in the form of a water to the stricken Freedom Riders as they stumbled out of the burning bus. We talk about that in detail on my last podcast, on that moment that not only changed her life, but also changed America forever. So check it out, A Rebel Without Applause. It's right there on the YouTube. You can see the video, or just listen if you're commuting and driving and you just want to hear it, all of which works. Check it out. Here we go with Angel Eyes. We want to go D minor. I think that's what we want. Let me just double check. I had the wrong key. Yes, D minor, which is, let me see, D minor, B flat. I'm gonna make sure these chords are right. Maybe not. Let's just do it. Yeah, okay, D minor, that's good, because it's a minor tune. Here we go. Angel Eyes. One. The tune is Angel Eyes. Break it down a little bit solo. taking it down to the bottom end of the clarinet. Dig it, Daddy-O, the tune Angel Eyes, one of the great Brent Adair combination, collaboration, and maybe the greatest saloon song ever written. And if you haven't heard Sinatra sing it, make sure you do. Moving the camera a little closer, you know. Can see the little La La Land, the city, glittering cityscape in the background, and the steep slope of the Hollywood Hills. Just beneath me is the Sunset Strip, where it's all going down and things are just starting to pick up again. Hopefully I can get on the comedy stages, because I haven't seen audiences. I've lived up to the moniker Rebel Without Applause more deeply than I ever thought this year. But now that the virus is beginning, maybe hopefully not like the tide, because the tide comes roaring back, but maybe it's receding. Of course, what was good for the virus, when the virus was kicking ass, I was too, or at least the numbers. And now that the virus is diminishing and people are starting to leak back out into the world, my audience is diminished, you know. Of course, there's that variant. Who knows? That might roar back and help my numbers. But I'd rather get out and live life as best I can, virus-free. So anyway, that tune, as we kick it off here, La La by Starlight, was Angel Eyes, kind of working through my little playlist. Here's an up-tempo Charlie Parker tune called Blues for Alice. 3, 4, 1, 2. Something stuck in my throat. I was trying to get through the tune. Felt like a mosquito got sucked up my clarinet. Well, you got the gist of it. Blues for Alice. I don't know what it was. Something got in there. Maybe a mosquito found safety in the clarinet, flew up, got in. I don't know. Special thanks to Wendy Be Good by the Docks for bringing the water. Otherwise, who knows? Always one step ahead, anticipating the needs of the star. She did it for Dave. She did it for Jay. It's what I call the minor leagues. Finally, she got her big break. She did it for me. All those years scuffling in obscurity for losers like Dave Letterman and Jay Leno and the Beach Boys. Finally, she breaks through. She gets to give water for me. These are the moments for her that are so rewarding you can't even imagine, you know. What's that?
Fireworks.
Oh. Fireworks. Illegal fireworks. All right. Thank you. Holy Christ. I don't know what that was. I think you got the gist of the tune. It's an altered blues by Charlie Parker. Let me... Oh, jeez. This is the little tab that protects my thumb, and sometimes it comes off, so it goes like this. That's the outro. You know, you play the melody in, you play it out. I couldn't finish because of the coughing attack. So I wanted to pay that musical debt to the few that are out there. And now the night has descended, and the glitterscape of our city, the land of law, is offering itself up in its own visual splendor. The tune was Blues for Alice. Let's keep it going with a little Duke Ellington. Imagine, if you will, the Sahara Desert stretched out before us, a string of camels, a caravan, as it were. And let's imagine that as I play Duke Ellington's classic tune, Caravan. How many times through? That's the question. 3 works. Here we go. 1, 2, here. Soloing. Mosquitoes out here. a little dipsy doodle into the world of Ellingtonia. The tune was Caravan. Whenever I play that, if I see the camels toe to tail strung across the desolate Sahara with goods to Fez and Marrakech across the wide, forbidding Sahara, when I see that in my mind's eye, then I can play Caravan. Dig it, daddy-o. Welcome once again, Rebel Without Applause, the whole YouTube channel where it's all going on. Forget the networks. This is the big three right here. Me, myself, and I. Yeah. Check out some of the podcasts that are on here. Most recently, I did one with Joel Selvin about the origins of sort of the surf music, about Jan and Dean and the Beach Boys, their apotheosis and their tragic falls. It all started at University High School, where Gidget was also a student. So he breaks that down, a really cool podcast about the mythology of surf music in Hollywood. And then more recently, I did one called Firebombs and Freedom Riders with Janie Forsyth McKinney. It's all there. And coming up, I think this week, after the 4th, I'll be breaking it down with one of the great singer-songwriter troubadours, and that's the great Peter Himmelman. So he and I are going to be breaking it down really soon. Looking forward to that. So there you have it. That's all what's going on my little YouTube channel. It's my non-profit enterprise, man, which has been the theme of my whole career. Not only non-profit, no profit. Forget profit, it's deficit spending. I'm just a walking 501c, baby, right here. I am living proof. If you're white and you're privileged and you pay your dues and you stay disciplined and you never, ever, ever let go of your dreams, you still might not make it. That's why I've said this so many times. It's so important to maintain the balance between the personal and the professional. And after a lot of meditation and inner work, I feel like I finally achieved that, because now I have no personal life and no professional life. I'm totally in sync with the inner rhythms. Dig it, daddy-o. And then, when you deal with those truths, you kind of wonder, like, well, what would be a reliable metric in this world we live in to measure self-worth? How can we quantify it? It's so difficult. Everything, look, this plastic land where celebrity and wealth are the twin pillars of false idolatry, all going on here. So I thought, well, how, I can't change this universe. How can I live inside of it and not self-destruct? What would be a more reliable metric for my self-esteem? And unbeknownst to me, the answer was right in front of me the whole time. I had no idea. It's like there's this holy little triad, a triangle that supports us. It's called Facebook friends, Instagram followers, and YouTube subscribers, and maybe TikTok, whatever they are. I don't know. I'm not really doing the whole TikToking thing, but so I hate to get metaphysical on you when I'm just here to kind of play jazz and kick it around as the downtown cityscape glitters behind me, and you can hear the thump, thump, thump of the artillery of fireworks as it splatters across the city in anticipation of tomorrow's big explosion, July 4th. I'll be out of Malibu surfing it. There's about a 3 to 5 foot swell kind of raking in out of the south, some big head high bombs, making it all worthwhile. Fortunately, after a lot of scuffling today, I got one all to myself, all the way from the outside to the shore. And so, sometimes you gotta learn to leave the casino with some chips, and that I did this afternoon, Malibu. The tune was Caravan. What else is on the little playlist here as the city gets all so inspiring visually behind me? This is a great tune by the great Dexter Gordon, appropriate because Dexter is one of the first and most important sons of LA. He was really one of the great giants of Central Avenue, which was the ground zero for all things jazz. It was a center of black cultural and political and artistic life in Los Angeles for decades, till about the mid-50s. But from the late 40s to the early 50s, it was, if you had a licorice stick, and you wanted to make the scene with the brothers where it was going down, if you wanted to be on the cutting edge, you pretty much had to do it at Central Avenue. And folks, if you don't know about Central Avenue, you don't know about LA, you might check out some of my podcasts about it. You're welcome to read my script about Central Avenue. It's all there. But the guy who sort of was the big dog, who kind of ruled things, who was an LA native, his family was prominent in the community, his dad was a doctor, was Dexter Gordon. And one of his great tunes was Cheesecake, among others. So let's see if I can do it justice. It's been a while. Let me see. All right, here we go. Cheesecake. Dexter Gordon. Let's see what I can do with it. Here we go. If I crash, I crash. That's just sort of what happens. I fly without a net in this world. It's always been my MO. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. Whoa, deep bop boop. What happened? What did I do? I did something wrong. The music stopped. Kick it going. No, keep going, playing. Keep the soloing going. Who cares? Yeah. Bop, boo-da, bop, bop. Yeah. The tune is Cheesecake. Brother Daddy O, Big D, in the house, sending me greetings. Somebody finally dig it, Daddy O. Thanks for the reach out. Welcome one and all. The city of Lala on this July 4th Eve. Everything quiet in anticipation of the independent explosion of fireworks and civic mayhem. It'll all be going down tomorrow. Of course, I've taken some satisfaction, I think, of another Independence Day, perhaps an Independence Day that carries with it more meaning than July 4th, and that is Juneteenth, June 19th, which was memorialized and sanctified for all time in the American consciousness, I hope, the day when the slaves, the last of the Americans held in bondage, in servitude, were alerted to the fact is, hey, the war's over. You're free. The slavery thing, it's over. The chattel slavery, the picking cotton for no money, guess what? Your lucky day, no more. But what they didn't tell them is that, yeah, but we're going to do all kinds of segregation and Jim Crow and the whole thing. You're not getting any money for all the work you did back to 1619. Forget about it. So it's kind of a, it was a gift that kept on taking, what can I say? But it did come nonetheless. Chattel slavery ended June 19th, 1865. And that was the second founding of the American experiment, in my view. So the tune was Cheesecake by Dexter Gordon. And had a little technical breakdown there in the middle. But because I am such an experienced performer, so able to go with the ebbs and flows, the little technical glitches that come my way, I stayed cool. I adapted the whole thing. No, folks, that's not Beirut behind me with rockets, red glare, and bombs bursting in air and Israeli rockets pummeling into buildings. No, it's fireworks in the land of La. T-minus 1 day before July 4th explodes in all its fireworking glory. I could do the show from here. It'd probably be fun, but you wouldn't be able to hear me, so we'll let that go. All right, let's keep it going. Cheesecake was the tune. We started at 8:20, so where am I in this little experiment? Oh, about 30 minutes in, a little more. Oh, okay. Speaking of Charlie Parker, this was a tune he used that he opened with, and he's played at Billy Berg's in LA. I think it was 1945 with Miles. And Charlie Parker came to the coast to spread the gospel of bebop, and there was a whole generation of brilliant jazz players right here in Hollywood, from Central Avenue mostly, Dexter Gordon, just so many. Art Farmer, Buddy Collette, Art Pepper, Charles Mingus, just a generation of really geniuses. And when Charlie Parker came and played for them at Billy Berg's nightclub in Hollywood on Vine Street near DeLongpre, That revolutionized the musical scene. That was a big leap forward. And the first tune he came when he stumbled onto the bandstand later than he was supposed to was this tune called Cherokee. I don't want that. I want Cherokee. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Soloing. The tune, an Indian love song written by Ray Noble called Cherokee, a tune that's a proving tune for many young jazz musicians at any jam session. If you call Cherokee, you better be able to rip it up. You better be able to carve it out. You better know the changes. Because if you can't, dude, get off the bandstand. It's just like Malibu. You start cutting people off. You don't have a bottom turn. You're just ignored. You're flotsam and jetsam. Well, it's no less brutal on the bandstand if you couldn't hang in Central Avenue. And Cherokee, the Ray Noble Indian love song, was a tune where they separated men from boys, players from wannabes. So I gave you a taste. I know I'm a wannabe. I hope I'm a player. That distinction is yet to be known for sure. I can hear the thump, thump, thump of fireworks across the city. Cool night air, the marine layers kind of settled into the coast, but it's clear sailing to the east from whence you look. I'm looking west, you're looking at me east, and there you have it, Cherokee. We're going to take a little turn of style and tempo and give it up to one of my favorite composers of all time, that of course being Antonio Carlos Jobim with a tune called Triste, one of my faves, probably in the core of my repertoire. If I'm ever to do another album, to be sure that would be included. Let's see what I can do with it. A couple times through, breaking it down a little bit jazz-wise, a little bit soul-wise, a couple jokes here. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. I lost the connection again. But you got enough choruses. The tune was Triste. I can't give you everything. I'm just all these little connections, you know. We're all hanging by threads. The tune was Triste. I forgot. Sometimes this thing doesn't connect. That's why I have a hard wire between the speakers. I forgot about it. Today I was a little arrogant. One of my favorite ballads. 4. The tune is Easy Livin'. It was originally composed for the movie of the same title, written by Preston Sturges, one of the great screwball comedies. He didn't direct it, but it bears his mark all the same. Really a great movie. Gene Arthur. It's the greatest automat scene ever dedicated to film. It's worth seeing, but the tune that came out of it, the theme, was Easy Living, and it became somewhat of a standard for singers and horn players alike. So there you have it. All right, we're going to keep it going as I move towards the end of my little YouTube presentation here. Lala by Starlight. I hope you dug it, dig it, daddy-o. A little interregnum from the socially relevant, so important podcast that I've been spitting out there for one and all. All right, what was the tune? The Shadow of Your Smile. Johnny Mandel recently skipped the light fantastic to the next dimension, but he left us with some great music. Okay, so that would be bombs bursting in air. I really hear them all over. Why am I not seeing this? The Shadow. The Shadow. I think it's under T, not for the. Let's just put this down. Look. There it is. Okay. Ba-do-ba-da-ba-da. Here we go. Let's get this thing together here. 3 times through. Double check here. There's a lot of technical things. Here we go. One of the great musical themes from movies. This tune, to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. The shadow of your smile, Johnny Mandel. The theme from The Sandpipers. A movie that's long since forgotten, but a tune that keeps giving. Anyway, night has grown quiet. The rumble of fireworks offers a kind of cool backbeat to my show tonight in anticipation of July 4th. Occasionally you can see little bursts of light behind me. All of these fireworks are illegal. They blew up a city street this week trying to, somebody was selling illegal fireworks and they put them all in a bomb box and blew up the street. Apparently the bomb box failed. Yeah, all right. All right. Where am I? All right, let's play a little Miles. I think this is going to get us out of here. What do you say? This tune is one of my favorites, and so many players love it. It's called 4 by Miles Davis, who I opened for years ago. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1. Take 2. Sometimes my brain doesn't register. Here we go. Sorry, Miles. Hey everybody, thanks for hanging with me tonight on Lala by Starlight, right here overlooking the enchanted land of law, coming back to its full measure of pre-COVID absolute devotion. The tune was Miles Davis's 4. I hear the thump, thump, thump of homemade fireworks out across the cityscape. For those those few of you, including Brother D, thank you for hanging with me on the live version, but this show will be memorialized as the latest entry in my YouTube channel, available soon, I hope. Sometimes the mysteries of the algorithms and all the other such invisible devices. Thank you, bro. I so appreciate the kind words. They mean a lot. Here, all by my lonesome, I am living the creed of a rebel, most definitely without applause. Not only am I a rebel without applause, I'm a rebel without laughter, I'm a rebel without an income, nobody's paying me, I'm a 501c negative cost thing. I should have a tip box for one and all, but I have yet to put that together. I have a Patreon page that nobody's visited. I haven't quite figured out the monetization aspect of this sort of little experiment of mine. But till next time, whenever that may be, across the YouTube digital divide, namaste, shalom, and aloha. By that I mean, yeah, you know, you've heard it before. Namaste aloha. See ya.